Hey everybody, welcome back to Brick System Brothers. My name's Nathan Masters, that's me right here, and this is Josh. We run this LEGO channel called Brick System Brothers, and I'm going to take a quick look at what we use YouTube Studio for on our channel. And this will be, in general, like, you don't have to have a LEGO channel to use YouTube Studio, but the way that I'm going to talk through it will focus on different kinds of LEGO content. So you can get to YouTube Studio if you go to your videos, and then it brings up this page, which is a summary. You can also click on your account profile and go to YouTube Studio right here. But currently, the best way to do it, or an easy way to do it, is just manage videos. So that will pop out in a new tab. It does for me anyways. And now you get this really nice user interface that has a couple of options on the side and a kind of different look at your video feed. So this is a page that your subscribers won't generally have access to unless you're sharing your account with somebody else. So in our case, Josh and I both use our account. Josh has access to our account, so he could get in here if he needed to, but I'm usually the one doing the editing and uploading, so for the most part, this is where I work on videos and stuff. So if you use this link right here, Manage Videos, that will bring you directly to the Videos tab of YouTube Studio. And this is just a location in the studio where you can focus on each individual video. And if you hover your mouse over one, we'll go down here to one that's published already, you can see that there's a place to edit the details, a way to look at analytics for the video, a place to look at the comments. If you click on this, it actually opens up this video and starts playing it in a new tab. And then there's some options as well. So you have these kind of 5 options for each video, and there's also several different things to look at over here. So the one that I use the most is the Analytics tab. And this is just where you can look at the data that YouTube collects about your channel and presents it to you in such a way that it's a little intimidating at first, but it can actually tell you a lot about how your channel is doing. So the first thing you want to do is select a window to look at. So the default is 28 days, or about a month. The last 7 days can be helpful, so let's start with that. And the views for the last 7 days looks like has been about average, but trending slightly down with a little peak right here. And this doesn't tell you a lot except about how maybe some of these videos are impacting your views within a week. Another one that's interesting for us right now is our subscribers. We're actually gaining quite a few subscribers because we are doing a giveaway for our 500 subscriber kind of point on our channel. So I think that's helping us grow a little faster than we usually would, but we've seen pretty consistent subscriber growth over the last week. And then watch time is another one that is kind of important, and usually that correlates with views pretty closely. That's generally linked pretty good. Over here on the right hand side is a little real-time tab or card, and this will show you the last 48 hours, so the last 2 days, and it kind of shows you when people are watching your videos. So there's a peak right here yesterday about 10 a.m. and another peak here between 9 o'clock, that 10 o'clock area. So it looks like about mid-morning is when most of our videos are getting views. And then the top 3 videos from the last 2 days are right here. And our digital designer tutorial has really been the superstar of our channel. If you go back and look through, I've talked about it a couple times, but this is the one that seems like it's showing up when people search for LEGO Digital Designer. So pretty happy with that. And if you're here from that video, thanks for the support, guys. But yeah, anyways, there's some really in-depth stuff that you can do with advanced mode. And I'm going to look at this really quick because I've noticed a couple people have posted in their About section of their page, they've posted these milestones. And this is something we do as well. But if you're not sure when you reach a certain milestone and you want to go back and add that in, there is a way to do that. So I'm going to show you guys when we got to 50 subscribers. Just go down here and do a custom date range and change this to the first day we started our channel, so January 5th, 2019. And the other side of the date range, I'm going to set to a date that I'm going to guess is pretty close to when we got 50 subscribers. So if it took us, maybe it took us like 8 months to get 50 subs, let's just say August 5th, 2019, and then apply. And now it will show you all the data for those 8 months. So you go down here and there's several different columns. We want to look at subscribers. It says from the day we started our channel to August 5th, we got 68 subscribers. So now I'm going to click on subscribers here, and you can mess with this around a little bit. It breaks it down by video. We'll do line chart, weekly. There's several different ways to look at this, but we're a little bit over 50, so I actually need to change this custom date range to a little earlier. So let's try July, or let's try June first. We'll see if we can undershoot. June 5th, 47 subscribers. So sometime pretty close to June 5th. We'll go in here one more time, and we'll just say June 20th. That's my birthday. 2019. 51 subscribers. Alright, we're really closing in on it now. Should be getting pretty close. Let's try June 15th. 5 day earlier. 49. So sometime between June 15th and June 20th, we had 50 subscribers. So that's one way you can go back and look at when you hit certain milestones on your channel. And you can do that with views and watch hours and pretty much whatever you want. Just kind of messing around with that date range to try to see when you hit certain points in your channel. Yeah, other than that, the other thing I do want to look at in this video, just to help keep it short, is let's go here to videos. I'm going to sort them by views. So just click on the header and then that will automatically arrange them. So here's our best performer right at the top, just past 50K views. The one that I want to look at real quick is our studio tutorial. So we're going to look at analytics. And now that opens up a separate analytics page for just this video. And the important thing I want to look at is audience retention for this video. Now this graph can actually tell you a lot about what people are actually watching when they're watching your videos. So if it starts up really high and then drops down, you're probably going to see that on most of your videos unless they're really short. But longer videos, it's just kind of a rule that some people are going to stop watching it because they just become uninterested. So this shape right here is kind of a general shape you'll probably see. It probably won't be quite as steep. We seem to have really low viewer retention on most of our videos for some reason, but yeah, you'll generally see high retention right at the start and then it just drops off. So the interesting thing about this video is it actually jumps back up here in the middle and then over here at the end. So I want to look at these timestamps here. This is jumping up at 11.5 minutes, and then there's another jump at 19 minutes and 44 seconds. Okay, so let's keep that in mind. 11.5 and about 20 minutes in. So let's open this in a new tab. I'm just going to pause that. And now I want to look at those 2 points in the video and see what I'm actually talking about. So 11.5 minutes, that's right when I start talking about rendering basics. So I've actually got this broken up into chapters here. You can see this is something YouTube just started doing. If you put these timestamps in the description, you have to start at 0, and then for every one of these time links that you put in, YouTube will automatically break this time bar into different chapters. So the chapter that starts at 11.5 minutes is the one I called rendering basics. So I'm just talking about rendering video in YouTube Studio. So, okay, so what that's telling me then is people are jumping on the video and then they maybe are looking down here at the different chapters, and they're jumping straight to the one that says rendering basics. And that's what this little jump right here is. So what I can learn from that is, well, people aren't necessarily interested in watching a video about everything related to Studio. Maybe I should do a video just about how to render a build in Studio. Okay, what was the other one? 19 minutes and 44 seconds. What's kind of in that area? The instruction generator was the other one that I was talking about. So that's the chapter that starts at 1944, and yeah, that makes sense as well. Studio has a really slick instruction generator, so instead of just sitting through a 26-minute video about using Studio in general, my guess is people are jumping on here and then going down to look through the chapters, and they're seeing this one. It's about rendering. It's like, all right, I do want to learn about rendering a little more than maybe they already know the basics, or they don't really care about my example build. But the rendering one is definitely more popular, and the instruction generator is doing well. So that's what these two little jumps are telling me right here. And this is kind of why I wanted to mention the YouTube Studio, because there's some pretty powerful tools in here that could be helpful for you guys if you're if you don't know like which videos are doing well or not. Just something to keep an eye on in terms of how you can grow your channel, and yeah, just something to maybe know a little bit more about, especially if you hadn't tried using YouTube Studio before. All right, let's go back kind of to the main area here. So you can do that with pretty much every video. You can see how fast they're growing, if there was a big jump. The last one I'm going to look at is, let's see here. Oh, I know what it was going to be. Analytics. And now let's look at the last 90 days. Okay, so this is the other thing that happened recently. We had a huge jump in views right here on August 1st. And then it died down a little bit, and then there was another big jump, or a smaller jump, on August 13th. And now it's kind of almost back down to where we were a couple months ago. So what caused this really big spike right here on August 1st and August 13th? And if we go down here, we can see the 3 videos that I published right before that jump are this Lego City 60271, a Lego haul video, and a footnotes video. And it turns out I went back and looked through all the data, and this is the video that caused that huge jump right there. For some reason, it was an announcement, so that was when we had this one revealed. So putting that out early actually got us ahead of the game, because this is the video that people were seeing when they searched for the set number. So then, you know, you go another week or two, and there's another big jump. So we look down here at the 2 videos that were published, and I published a review of the night bus, and then I published another video about 60271. And again, this little jump right here is from this other video about the main square set. So people were still interested in this 2 weeks later. We had a few more images at that point, so I had a little more to talk about. But yeah, those 2 jumps are some of the highest views per day we've had on the channel, and it was just talking about this set when it got announced. So that's one way you can use YouTube Analytics to go back and see which videos are doing well. If I was really concerned about trying to get a certain number of views every day, I would probably say, okay, well, those announcement videos were the ones that were doing better by far, so I should just put all my effort into making those. And I can see where you would do that if you are, you know, working towards monetizing your channel and trying to do that full time. But for me and Josh, I don't know how much Josh wants to do this, but for me, this channel is more about just putting out content that I enjoy making. And it's not that I don't enjoy making announcement videos and that kind of thing, but the other content that we've been putting out, I would much rather focus on making that kind of stuff. So I'm not too worried about, you know, trying to recreate these jumps down the road. I think slow and steady growth, you know, if you look at the lifetime here, we've got this really slow growth at the beginning, and then it picks up this past spring, probably right when coronavirus was hitting, people were watching more stuff online. And then a couple big jumps for those announcement videos, and now we're kind of back down a little bit higher than we were before, but slow and steady growth. And now we're getting close to 500 subscribers. We're about 2 years, close to 2 years in on our channel. So the YouTube Studio tools in here. I really recommend you guys get familiar with these because they can tell you a lot about your channel and how you're doing, which of your videos people have enjoyed watching, and maybe some areas that you could improve. You can sort your videos very easily on here like I did. You just click the column, so that now this is sorted by views again, but it's the least number of views. I'll just click it again. So you can sort which videos have the highest number of views. You sort it by when you posted it. This one isn't even posted yet. Visibility, restrictions, comments, all of this stuff. Just doing like really in-depth looks at your channel. And when you do get to the point where you can monetize your videos, you can actually work with all that in here as well. But that's for another day. We are not quite there yet with our channel, but yeah, that's what I wanted to cover for using YouTube Studio, and specifically looking at some of our Lego videos. But if you don't have a Lego channel, this can be helpful for you as well, and hopefully you guys can take something away from this. So thanks for watching. This has been Nathan Masters on Brick System Brothers.